Namaste students. Up till now I have taught you about relation, identity relation, universal relation and empty relation. But now I am going to teach you about special type of relations. First, reflexive relation. Here A belongs to R for all A belongs to A. We take an example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and R is equal to 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. So here we have observed that elements A has elements 1, 2, 3. So element 1 means 1, 1, A belongs to R, 2, 2, 2 belongs to R, 3, 3 belongs to R. It means every element has doublet, that is 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Therefore R is reflexive. But if we take relation 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 2, 3, then it is also reflexive relation, because 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. But we should not see extra element in R1. So R1 is reflexive. Here, what is the difference between reflexive relation and an identity relation? In the case of identity relation, if set has 1, 2, 3 elements, then every element must have doublet, that is 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. But in the case of reflexive relation, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and extra 1, 3, 2, 3, any element we can take, but it will be the reflexive. However, this is not an identity relation. So every identity relation is a reflexive relation. Every universal relation is a reflexive relation. Next topic, symmetric relation. If AB belongs to R, then BA belongs to R, then R is symmetric. For symmetric relation, R is equal to R inverse must be necessary. That is necessary and sufficient condition to be a symmetric relation. R is equal to R inverse, that is R is equal to R inverse. This is the necessary condition for symmetric relation. Note down. Note down. Next topic, note down students, if an identity relation is also a symmetric relation, universal relation is also a symmetric relation. Now let us, for an example, let R is equal to A is equal to suppose 1, 2, 3 and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and 1, 2, 2, 1. Here opposite of 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, then 3, 3. But inverse of 1 2 is equal to 2 1, and inverse of 2 1 is 1 2. We have observed that every element has the inverse element. So here R is equal to R inverse. Therefore R is a symmetric relation. Here transitive relation. Next, transitive relation. If AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R, then AC belongs to R. First condition. Second, this is the main condition, and second, if AB belongs to R and BC doesn't belong to R, so R is transitive. Next, condition. Third case, if AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R but AC doesn't belong to R, then R is not transitive. We take an example. If A is equal to 1 2 3, set 1 2 belongs to R and 2 3 belongs to R, then 1 3 should be belongs to R, should belong to R, but 1 3 doesn't belong to R, so R is not transitive. An equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. If any relation of a reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then that very relation is called an equivalence relation. Now we discuss, suppose there is a plane, xy plane, suppose this is an xy plane, suppose this is, and it has many lines, and there is a relation between them is parallel to, suppose xy belongs to R, therefore x, that is we take L1 comma L2 belongs to R. For an equivalence relation, first reflexivity. Here one line L1, and we know that any line is parallel to itself. Clearly, L1 parallel to L1. Therefore, L1 comma L1 belongs to R. Therefore, R is reflexive. Note down, students. Next, symmetric relation. For symmetric relation, we take two lines L1 and L2. Here there is relation parallel to, that is L1 parallel to L1, L2. This is therefore L1 comma L2 belongs to R. And we clearly, if L1 parallel to L2, then L2 also parallel to L1, that is L2 also parallel to L1. Therefore L2 L1 belongs to R. Therefore R is symmetric. Next topic, transitive relation. Here for transitive relation we take three lines L1, L2, L3. Here L1 parallel to L2, we write down L1 comma L2 belongs to R. Similarly L2 parallel to L3, therefore L2 comma L3 belongs to R. And we observe that L1 parallel to L2 and L2 parallel to L3, and we know that if two lines are parallel to the same line, then they will be parallel to one another. So clearly L1 parallel to L3, therefore L1 comma L3 belongs to R. Next, this is the condition of transitive. Therefore R is transitive. Since here relation parallel to obeys reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Here R obeys reflexive, symmetric and transitive. There hence R is an equivalence relation. Note down, students. Students, note down this question that relation R on the set Z of all integers defined as R is equal to x, y is such that x minus y is an integer. That is, difference of any two integers is also an integer. This is given, and we shall have to prove R is an equivalence relation. Now we prove first of all reflexivity. So suppose x, y belongs to R, but in the case of reflexive relation is very selfish. That is, there is relation to itself. That is, A is related to A. Therefore we take x belongs to R. Since x, y belongs to R, therefore x minus y is an integer. Therefore x belongs to R, it means x, in place of y we put x is equal to x, that is 0, which is an integer. Therefore R is a reflexive relation. Next, symmetricity. Since x, y belongs to R, this implies x minus y is equal to integer. We take alpha. We take it alpha integer as integer, and we take minus sign common. So here minus x plus y is equal to alpha. This implies y minus x is equal to minus alpha. So minus alpha is also an integer. Therefore yx belongs to R, and here therefore R is symmetric, because we know that if AB belongs to R, then BA belongs to R. Here AB belongs to R, it is given, and we have proved it. Yx belongs to R. Clearly R is symmetric here. Note down. And next, transitivity. Here AB belongs to R, xy belongs to R. It means x minus y is equal to an integer, suppose alpha. This is your first equation. Alpha is an integer, we suppose. And next, y z belongs to R. This implies y minus z is equal to beta as integer. This is your second equation. And now adding equation 1 and 2. And here x minus plus y minus z is equal to alpha plus beta, and y cancel. So therefore x minus z is equal to alpha plus beta, and we know that the sum of any two integers is also an integer. Therefore clearly alpha plus beta is an integer, and that is xz belongs to R. Therefore R is transitive. Here this relation R obeys reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Therefore R is an equivalence relation. Okay बच्चे, next day I will discuss on some important questions which is useful in board exams. Thank you बच्चे.